Roald Dahl once wrote, "And above all, watch with glittering eyes the whole world around you, because the greatest secrets are always hidden in the most unlikely places. Those who don't believe in magic will never find it." Which I think really well summarizes the sentiment and message of today's video. As in my last couple of drops, I've dived quite deep into the importance of engaging with creativity on a daily basis and the importance of paying close attention to the smaller details. So I wanted to make a shorter video today, guys, just further exploring this concept of paying attention. So let's just dive straight in. Being present and plugged in to what's around you can be more important than how you feel when it comes to making art. Because the world is both simultaneously whispering to us and screaming at us on a daily basis if we are paying attention. It may be in a phrase that triggers a thought, an experience, or something unexpected that happens to us, which allows something to pass through us and spark a new idea. You often hear creators ask themselves, can I only create if I'm always happy and when life is good? Or conversely, if you're somebody like me, which heaven forbid you're not, where the glass is often half empty, it's not half full. You might ask yourself, can I only make good music when I'm sad or in the depths of despair? But this is a false illusion and can be a dangerous way to approach the work, purely because there simply is no right or wrong way to make art. However, a better way to frame it might be, is how I'm feeling getting in the way of how the work makes me feel? For example, if you are experiencing a type of trauma or pain in your life, it might be blurring out your periphery in a way that makes it hard to see how the art makes you feel, if that makes sense. And this can also stifle your ability to recognize greatness in your work too. So try to zoom in and zoom out to the world around you. It may look like when you wake up in the morning and you look outside to find the sun is burning bright in the sky. Or when you finish work at the end of a long day, and as you're walking home, you find the sun is starting to set. And you just stop and take a moment to marvel at it. You know? You just stand there and marvel at it. It could be a mountain. You go on a long hike up a mountain and just take in your surroundings. It may look like a conversation with somebody that just makes you think about things differently. It could be a painting. Something that happens at work. A wave in the ocean. Or my favorite one, a piece of music you discover that just completely blows your mind and makes you think about cool shit. The point I'm making here, guys, is that no matter what type of day you're having or what you're going through in your life, there's always things you can use and channel into something creative if you're paying attention. And trust me, I know this is easier said than done. And there's days and there's weeks where I definitely don't get it right. But it's just something to think about. So a task I'm going to leave you with today is one I found to be really useful in my life over the years. It's also just super fun and easy. I've simply titled this exercise Capturing a Moment. I know, original, right? But all you do is for 30 days, every day, no matter what you're doing or what's going on in your life, for 30 days, every day, for a total of 1 month, when you're out in the world living your daily life, whether that's at work or when you're out socializing with friends or whatever it is, you snap one photo of something you see that captures your attention. It does not matter what it is, as long as you capture it. And when your day is over, revisit the image you snapped and write down on a piece of paper what you see or what comes to mind when you look at it. You will be surprised, guys, at what you might find. But remember, it can only be one photo, so choose it wisely. Choose it wisely. And the important thing to keep in mind about this task, guys, is to not overthink it. You don't need to intellectualize it. You don't need to intellectualize why you're taking the photo or what it means or what it is. Nothing. You just capture a moment. And from this, when you go to sit down at the end of your day and you revisit the image, some days you might find that it doesn't evoke or spark anything in you. You might sit at a blank page and go to explore the image further, and you still have no idea why you took it or what it means. However, you may snap a photo of something one day, and when you go to revisit it, you might find it does mean more. And all of a sudden, it inspires something that leads to a new creative idea. And if that happens, just one time out of the 30 days you take a snap of something, then the whole process has been worth it. It's like when you see a really great movie and a powerful scene just sucks you in and makes you lean a little closer to the edge of your seat, right? I went to see a movie about ping pong at the start of the year called Marty Supreme. And it was played by the actor Timothy Chalamet, who, by the way, I think is a really interesting actor with an incredible on-screen energy. But I remember sitting there watching the movie, totally immersed, in this blacked out cinema. And without giving too much away, there's this scene in the movie where Timothée Chalamet's character, Marty Supreme, he heads out to Japan or somewhere. I can't remember exactly where it was. And he's out there to play this tournament, this ping pong tournament. And let's just say it's not going very well for him. And he keeps losing all of his games. But there's a really tense moment where he plays this really fierce and aggressive opponent. And underneath the scene, there's also this really powerful electronic piece of music that just plays out and simmers beneath the surface as the scene unfolds. And it all just works so well together. And you're not exactly sure what is happening at first, but you know that it's something special and feels exciting to experience. And that's kind of how it feels when you're working on something creative, right? And all of a sudden you notice something in your work you hadn't noticed before, which sparks a new idea. So hopefully some of this has been insightful today, guys, and let me know how you get on with the task. Thank you for watching. Peace.